allows you to have a little bit more comfort with ambiguity. If I completely pivot the metaphor that I use, my experience is that building a business, building a tech business in particular, where, a lot of the things that you're trying to do are novel, it's like sculpting. You start with a block of clay and you have to sort of chip away till eventually you get the sculpture that you want to work on. And when you're sculpting, you probably have a nominal idea of what you want to build. You want to build an animal, or you want to sculpt an animal, you want to sculpt a person, you want to sculpt a bridge. And then, as you're sculpting and as you're, carving with clay, then the fidelity of that object sort of manifests. But there's some built-in ambiguity, both in terms of, as you go, maybe in the dynamics and the nature of the clay and so on and so forth. Inspiration may strike you halfway through and force you to pivot. That's very different than kind of a linear paint by numbers expectation of creating art. And I think, especially my experience in larger organizations and more established kind of cultures like that, I think people are almost lulled into an expectation of kind of a linear approach to whether it's their career or their approach to tackling a business problem. And that's fine if you have that kind of rigor and support around you that perhaps a large organization provides. But in the world that I find more fun, that doesn't exist. So you do need to have a fair bit of comfort